This is Mr. and what I have for you today is a Town Hall 12 version of the base we've already seen get wiped out. I've had the Town Hall 10 version of this. We're going to see the Town Hall 12 attack version on this same base that you see everywhere. If you haven't seen the Town Hall 10 version, I'll put that upstairs, link up above right now, and also in the description below if you want to see that. It's going to be the exact same troop. Just before we dive in, 33 loons. 33 loons. It's a heavy loon attack. 1 ice golem, 2 hounds. We've got the blimp coming in. We've got heroes that are not maxed for Town Hall 12. We have 2 frees, 2 clone spells. We've talked about that before in this attack on this style base. 3 hastes and 1 rage. Let's dive in. Just have a look how much of the base gets wiped out in the first initial push. We've got a couple of loons come down. Just check for black bombs before we send the blimp in. Blimp's coming, Blimp's coming. It's going to wear a few things. And not only is it wearing a few things, but it's also distracting the wizards a little bit. Both clones down. Now, massive amounts of loons have come out of this. Both air defenses have gone down. Inferno's gone down, and we've still got some normal loons left up as well as the cloned loons. This archer at the top is going to go down. The archer, maybe this archer will go down, but at least the mortar will go down. The archer as well. Yes, yep, okay, archer's gone down too. Maybe the cannon. King and queen down at the bottom here. And wizards to try and take out this air defense. External air defense to the base. It goes down. So now there's only 1 air defense left. Queen's up, baby dragon's up. Look at the base. The base is nearly 50% wrecked. And the last phase of the attack hasn't even begun yet. And we've already got cleanup minions and the baby dragon on this left-hand side. Queen's abilities used, she's going to take out the Inferno. So a massive first couple of phases of the attack. Phase 1 would be the initial push. Phase 2 would be the hero Sui part. And at that point, almost 60% of the base is wrecked. And all you've got to deal with is 1 air defense and 1 Inferno. And you've still got over 25 loons coming in onto the base. It's a known base, internet base. Don't use internet bases in your war. This is why. And here you go. And if you encounter this internet base and you don't know how to attack it, here's how you can attack this Town Hall 12 version. Like I said, Town Hall 10 version's already been done, already shown that. It's almost the identical attack. Tornado traps just sprung. Now, no biggie. It didn't make any difference. So we've got little goblin down here trying to do some work. Massive amounts of balloons left. 2 pups. 2 pups. 2 lava hounds with no pups. The hounds didn't pop, and we've only got minions. So you know it's an overkill when you only brought 2 hounds and not a single one of them popped. And you've got, I don't know, a dozen balloons left, or at least half of the balloons left that you sent in on your final phase of the attack. Let's have one more look at the attack because it was just so overwhelming on this base. I'll just zoom out a little bit. Couple of balloons down to test for black bombs. Blimp in. Now these balloons do some work after, so they sneak in behind the balloon and they're able to take out that Grand Warden that was sitting there as defense as well. Couple of clones down. You have to practice that. If you are no good at that, don't make war the first time you do a clone E-drag, because you just might not be able to do the rage clone spell dropping and then blimp popping quick enough. So I think it's something that really needs to be practiced in friendly challenges in your village. Even if you don't do any other part of the attack, just practice that one thing over and over and over and over and over again. I did a video once where all I showed was the practice I was doing on one particular part of an attack, and that was to try and get into the base itself. I had to get a certain deployment speed done with wall breakers and golems and wizards and a whole bunch of other things, and I was just too slow, so I had to practice over and over and over, not on the base because we couldn't make that base obviously because you have the base cooldown, but just on any base, just to get my deployment speed up to par. And of course doing that in a friendly challenge so you don't lose your troops is very important. So you could see that just about 60% of the base was down before we came into that last phase of the attack, which was the lava hounds and loons coming into the Grand Warden. Also notice how quickly the attacker is getting the minions down to get cleanup done. If you wait to get your cleanup troops down, that's when you start to have time fails. watching all the main troops before you say, yep, okay, now I can get cleanup done. It could be too late sometimes. It just absolutely could be too late. Now that he knew that that core fell and he didn't need to do anything with the core, that's when he released the goblins, because that was the CC. Now goblins will target a CC. If the balloons had pathed away from that, he could have dropped the goblins up here somewhere, and then they would have pathed over to the CC and taken the CC out. There we go. Lovely little 3-star attack on this internet-based Town Hall 12 version. So next time you see this in war, this is the attack strategy to use to wipe this base out. Just as powerful as it was on the Town Hall 10 attack that you saw previously. In any case, that's all I've got for this video. If you have any questions or comments about this, please leave them down below. If you like this content and you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your clanmates. And as always, thank you for watching.